Hey, this is Cole Wilkerson. Hey, cross-country runners, let's get some mental toughness. We're talking about Jason Selk, his 10-minute toughness program today. I want to give you a brief overview of it. I myself have used it for my competition, my running, and it's been a huge help in me in developing my mental strength. So please follow along, watch the video, and let's go through the steps of what you can do to get mentally stronger.
Put it away from your face!
So 10-minute mental toughness has two parts. The first part is before your practice or your performance. In here, we do a mental workout that preps you for your optimal performance. The second part is a post-performance part, and you think about and evaluate how you did using growth mindset. So the mental workout has 5 parts. The first step is the centering breath. When we compete or when we're under pressure, our heart rate goes up. We start to get tight. We start to not think or do things at our best that we could. So the centering breath is all about loosening up, getting to the right state that you want to compete at, that you want to be at. And so this includes taking a deep breath and using your diaphragm. This is the best way to help you relax, and it brings your heart rate down. So what you're gonna have to do this, it's pretty hard to measure if your diaphragm is being used and if it's a good, a good breath. So a simple way that we can do this is by counting. So count to 6, breathe in for 6, and then once you've breathed in for 6 seconds, hold for 2. You're gonna hold, and then you're gonna let out for 7, okay? So that centering breath gets you in the right place that you need to be. And it needs to take about 15 seconds, 6 seconds in, hold for 2, let out for 7. A lot of times in competition or when we're in pressure situations, we might not do this correctly, or our heart rate's so high that we can't even do this. Do this until you can get a 15-second breath. And once you've done that, your heart rate should be lowering, okay? Step 1. Step 2, this is one of my favorite steps of this mental workout, is the performance statement. What do you need to do to have success? Think about it. What do you need to do? There's only so many things you can control. And one way that you can identify what a performance statement can be is think about this. 1, what would your coach say to you if you could only say one thing before your biggest cross-country race? What would it be? Think about it, okay? The second thing, what would you tell yourself if you could tell yourself only one thing? Okay, and it should help your performance. So I'll give you an example. For me, Coach Smith and myself, I know that to perform my best, I need to stay loose, I need to smile, I need to have fun. And so performance statement that I used all throughout high school was loose and steady, loose and steady, loose and steady, or loose and smile, loose and smile. And as I did that, guess what my body did? It stayed loose, I was able to smile, and I was able to stay steady. So think about, what do you need to do to be effective, to be successful? And that's your performance statement. And write it down, master it, memorize it. Say it as you run, say it before you run. So that's where this comes in. So we do the breath, then use your performance statement. Real quick as well with the performance statement, it should prompt you to do something, okay? So it should be, staying loose or having quick feet. It's prompting you to do something positive. We don't want to say something that's negative, because say, don't think of a pink elephant. What did you just think of? You just thought of a pink elephant. So if you say, don't fumble the ball, or don't get tight, you're probably gonna do that. So we want to keep it positive. It needs to be a positive thing that prompts you to act. Okay, step 3. This is all about visualization. Visualizing success, and it includes 3 parts. 1, we visualize past success. 2, we visualize future, the biggest meet or the biggest success that we're hoping for. And 3, we visualize the next success we're hoping for. This could be in practice or something. So for me, when I think about my past success, I might think of my very best race. And I want to visualize it in a way that I'm in the third person. I'm literally doing it again. I'm reliving that moment again. So for me, that could be track in 2022 when I won one of my races. It could be that moment when I won, or where I was staying loose. It could be all kinds of different things, or when I had a nice kick, or when I started off well. All these things. So pick some moments of your career that you've ran at your best, and visualize that. Be in the third person. Think about it. Think about what you're hearing, what you're feeling. Exactly like that. Take 60 seconds and do that, okay? First 60 seconds of your visualization, past success. The next 60 seconds of visualization is your future success, the ultimate end goal. For our team, it's probably competing at Lewiston at state cross country this year. So imagine what that is going to feel like. The pressure there. Imagine the pressure. Imagine all those things that are there. Imagine you warming up, having a great warm up, feeling good. Imagine all the things going right, just like how you want them to. And that's what you're gonna do every day. If you do this all summer, guess what? Your mind is prepped. You've done that and been there so many times that when you get there, it's like easy. And then the third one is that you're going to visualize your upcoming performance. Maybe it's a practice. You're gonna visualize running smart or running smooth or whatever. Visualize and picture what you think, what you feel, make it very real. And you're in the third person. It's as if you're actually doing it right there. Okay? So those are the three parts of the visualization. Visualization is powerful. It's been proven by lots of psychologists and studies. So make sure that when you visualize, you're visualizing from beginning to end. You're visualizing the practice, you know, the warm-up and getting ready for the run, the full performance, and then you're also visualizing success after, how you feel when you win or how you feel when you set a PR. You want to visualize that and feel that, and you want to make sure that it's at game speed. It's, you know, it's at real time, real speed. So make it as real as you can in your mind. It's hard, but these 60 seconds of 3 reps of 60 seconds that you do are going to be huge. Okay, so we're on to step 4, the identity statement. Helps you remember who you are, what you're good at, what your strengths are. And so it's gonna have 2 parts. Your first part is gonna reflect basically what a strength is that you have that will allow you to achieve your goals, okay? So for me, I say I can outwork anyone. That's part of my identity statement. That's part of who I am. That's part of who I am as an athlete, okay? So that's part 1. Now the second part is something that you hope to ultimately accomplish at some point in your career. And so you're trying to think of something a strength that you want to have in a sense. So for me, I want to be unbeatable on the track. And so you can stretch a little bit. This one's not quite there, but you're working there. So for me, I would say I am unbeatable on the track. And then you put those 2 together and that's your identity statement. So for me, I will outwork anyone. I'm unbeatable on the track, okay? That's my identity statement. So make up yours. What's your strength? Write it down and then use it. And then the second, what do you ultimately want to become a strength? Write it down, use it as well. That's your identity statement. Okay, we're on to step 5, last part of the mental workout. So just like we began with a centering breath, we'll end with a centering breath. Same things apply. We're trying to lower our heart rate. We're trying to get focused. We're trying not to let our energy overtake us so that we don't do as well. We get tight, you know, we want to loosen up. And so that's the same thing as the beginning. Centering breath, 6 seconds in, breathe in, hold for 2, let out for 7. 15 seconds it should take, and that's using your diaphragm. That's helping you to loosen up, relax, and be at basically the state that you want to compete at, where you're in it, okay? So that is the mental workout, those 5 steps. Okay, so after the mental workout, we're gonna have a success log is what they're called. And in this, we think about what went well. And then we also think about ways that we can improve. So first, step 1 of success log. What 3 things did well today? Write that down, think about it. I would highly recommend that you have a journal and you keep track of your training, how you feel, and that you write your goals in there. And then every day you evaluate how things are going. You write down practice, you know, what 3 things did I do well today? Okay, step 1, that's the success log. And if you don't have a journal, just do it right at the end of practice. Just think, what 3 things did I do well today? And it's reinforcing the positive work that you've already done. Step 2 is you think, based on today's performance, what is one thing that I can improve on? One thing that I can do better. Okay, so you have one idea that you can improve on. You think about that, you maybe write it down. Step 3, what is one thing that I can do tomorrow to improve that? Okay, sometimes you won't be able to make that improvement all at once, but think about what's the next step? What can I do tomorrow to make that better? Okay, and that's it. It's growth mindset. You're thinking, what I do well, what can I improve on, and what can I do tomorrow? And it makes it very simple. So as you work on these mental things, you'll see your mental strength increase. You'll know exactly who you are. You'll know what you need to think about to perform at your best, that performance statement. You'll know how to get your heart rate down in those big moments when there's pressure, and to feel and be at your best. And you'll have visualized all those things so many times, it's like you've already been there. You'll be comfortable there. You'll be excited. It'll be a good feel. So there's your mental workout and your growth mindset evaluation or success log right after. So make sure you do those things. Highly recommend, like I said, get a journal, write down your goals in it, and record every day. What 3 things did I do well today? What is one thing that I could do better? And what is one thing that I can do tomorrow to lead to that improvement? And then write down your mental workout, what it's gonna be. Write down your performance statement, your identity statement. It's gonna be an awesome season, so let's put in the mental work. It's like the physical work, man. If you don't do it, it's not gonna be there. Let's get strong.